Ay, 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 ay.
Hey there everyone, it's your favorite fox spirit, Kamaki Surigaya, bringing you something different. I've been planning to do these for a while, and I have 3 of them, and I might eventually make more based around different animes. But I'm bringing you an anime What If from My Hero Academia. These 3 are all from My Hero. But today, I'm going to bring you What If Izuku had Cosmos? Now you may be thinking, what in your right mind would you be doing this? Well, I wanted to see the seiya saints in the universe of My Hero, and I feel Cosmos could be classified as, well, either an enhancement quirk or a mutation, depending on who has it. Now you may be thinking, okay, so how is Izuku gonna have this? Well, I will be adding certain saints that Izuku may run into, and they'll be classified as pro-heroes. Sayori, however, will be a side character here. She will be in this universe, but she won't play a major role. Anyways, let me get on track. After Izuku, so we're going to start when Izuku's mother, Inko, decides to take Midoriya to go see what his quirk is. The doctor proceeds to check up with her and says, "Your son does have a quirk, but I need to ask, what are yours and your husband's quirks?" Inko proceeds to say, "My quirk is telekinesis, where I can move stuff around, and his father's quirk is fire breathing. Why do you ask?" The doctor proceeds to say, "Your son has seemed to grow a mutation. His quirk is not of either of yours nor of any of your generations or predecessors. It seems he has an enhancement type quirk that not only increases his speed but also his strength, yet he also seems to have something else with it. We're not sure how strong this quirk is, so over time you may want to bring him back and help him understand what he's got. In doing so, this time around, Bakugo sees Izuku as at least a decent worthy rival, as he thinks, oh cool, you got a strength quirk. With my explosives and your raw speed and power, we'll probably be the most powerful heroes, even though we won't, and we'll surpass All Might." Sorry for my language there, guys. But he still sees Deku as a bit weaker than him because Izuku doesn't know how to manifest the raw speed and power he's got. For now, they've labeled this as an enhancement type mutation quirk. Anyway, Inko decides that Midoriya needs to learn some self-defense. So, Izuku learns multiple martial arts, such as karate, judo, taekwondo, even kung fu, and she even makes him learn American boxing, as it seems Izuku's punches whenever he fought in hand-to-hand combat were a lot stronger. As most of her senseis said, that he seems to be a lot stronger with punches more than kicks. And one of his senseis ended up suggesting, make him learn some boxing while he's at it and see if he gets the hang of it. Combining all these martial arts, Izuku's body has been adjusted and is actually a lot stronger. Izuku is also way more confident in himself. So him being put down by Bakugo every now and then doesn't really faze him. In fact, he's quite, at least somewhat popular with some of the girl students in his middle school went by that time. Bakugo sees him as a rival, but Izuku still hasn't displayed the full powers of his quirk. The last day of the middle school is coming around, and the teacher says, "I hope you all are ready to apply to become superheroes to go to your favorite superhero school." Bakugo does his usual blurt out saying, "I'm gonna surpass All Might once I get to UA, and none of you are gonna be here, you side characters!" Only to be put in his place by the teacher saying, "Oh, I see Izuku's also going." Biting his tongue, Bakugo glares at Izuku, and Izuku doesn't cower. In fact, Izuku still has the hero notebook, writing notes about heroes, including some heroes that have emerged over the past few years as they growing up. Now, for this, I'm gonna say Seiya, aka Sagitta. I'm gonna say his name is Sagittус. That's his hero name, Sagittus Seiya. Is ranked number 10 as one of the pro heroes. In the top 10, he's achieved that. And Izuku loves this hero as much as All Might. He thinks if Seiya put more work in, he could become one of the top 3. But in this timeline, he has other things to deal with, such as a family. And yes, I will be saying he is hooked up with his wife, Sayori. In this timeline, Sayori and Seiya are married. In this universe. As there's no major threats to the world like the gods, like Abzu and them. And underneath Seiya is Shiryu, and then Ikki, and then Hyoga. Shun is not considered a high enough pro, so he's been considered at least a decent pro, like he's around 13's level. Well, I would say 13 or Aizawa. Anyway, back to what we were saying. Back to the main goal here. Izuku then proceeds to head home. But the sludge villain proceeds to attack Izuku. Izuku tries to fight him off with all of his might, with all of his training, but because his blows aren't strong enough, he can't seem to land a good blow on the villain. So the villain proceeds to wrap around Izuku, and you try to take him over. You'll be a good meat sack, boy. Now just hold still. As Izuku's close to passing out, All Might saves him by giving the sludge villain a mighty Texas Smash! The sludge villain coming apart, and All Might proceeding to put him in soda bottles. Izuku proceeds to wake up after a few, I'm gonna say probably hours? And All Might has already signed his book. Izuku fanboying out after the autograph proceeds to notice that All Might is about to leave and jumps on top, actually jumps grabbing All Might. All Might proceeds to notice him and lands on the rooftop. However, another pro hero nearby notices All Might flying around and notices what happened. This is where Seiya comes in. Seiya has been a good pro hero, but he doesn't know much about All Might. He knows All Might is the symbol of peace and wants to know more about it. When they land, All Might is trying to get away, and Izuku is beginning to wanting to ask the question, can I be a powerful hero like you with a quirk like mine? Seiya lands, and right as All Might transforms back, Izuku wondering, what happened to All Might? Seiya then proceeds to say, what the? Wait, where's All Might? Who's this? All Might proceeds to say, and then Izuku, All Might looks over seeing Seiya, and so does Izuku. Izuku sees Seiya and fanboys the hell out, saying, oh my god, you're Sagittus Seiya! All Might freaking out, realizing another pro has seen him like this. Realizes that he doesn't know this new hero, and proceeds to recognize at least the file he's heard of him from some of the UA teachers, as Seiya is also a teacher at UA. Sagittarius Seiya says, "Oh, All Might, so you're All Might. So is this from the injury you received?" All Might proceeds to say, "Yes, this was from an injury that happened 5 years ago. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me," Seiya proceeds to say. Seiya then looks at Izuku and All Might as well, as they both ask, "What is your quirk?" All Might is looking intrigued that Seiya is also intrigued by the boy's quirk. Izuku says, "Well, my quirk is a mutation that I don't have the same as my family, but I have some weird enhancement quirk that allows me to strengthen my speed and makes me faster and way stronger than normal. The energy irradiates from within me, and some say I have a weird aura when that happens." Seiya proceeds to look at him and figures, he had dropped the sludge villain. Wondering what happened to him, the sludge villain wakes up, realizing that he's trapped in a bottle, and Bakugo proceeds to kick said bottle, enraged still that Izuku still thinks he's better than him to be able to go to UA. Izuku is happy that two pro heroes he idolizes said he can become a strong hero if he makes his quirk more attuned to him. In doing so, however, he notices to the right when people are panicking, wondering, what the hell are the pros doing? Izuku turns to the left to see that the sludge villain's released, and he starts to panic. He realizes it's his fault as he let All Might drop the villain. All Might would save them, but then he realizes All Might's form is at its limit. He can't transform right now. This is his fault, and it's eating him up. All Might's realizing he can't do anything. And Seiya's on the other side of town already, dealing with another threat. Realizing it, he flies over as fast as he can. But when Bakugo gives the saddened look of pleading help, Izuku's heart races as he jumps in and runs straight into the fray. All the pros look in fear as they scream, "Hey kid, don't do that, you'll die!" Izuku proceeds to do what his journal does, and proceeds to toss his backpack, blinding the villain as he claws his way trying to reach the Bakugo. Bakugo then says, "What the hell are you doing, you damn nerd? Izuku then says, you looked so sad. I came to come and save you, and I will! Izuku, with a burning drive, proceeds to say this, I'll save you, even if I get hurt! In doing so, his cosmos skyrocket, his quirk, bellows out a massive aura. It burns the sludge villain himself, boiling as Izuku grabs Bakugo. However, when he touches Bakugo, Bakugo feels the warmth of Izuku pulling him out with all of his might, tossing Bakugo behind him. Izuku gets in a stance that Seiya recognizes as he flies overhead. All Might is in shock and awe seeing this. All the pros are too. Izuku proceeds to trace the 13 stars of Pegasus. Subconsciously, he doesn't even realize he's doing this though. As he does so, light irradiates from his fist. As he screams it out at the top of his lungs, Pegasus, yes again! As he releases his fist, a bunch of punches of light hit the sludge villain, breaking him apart. However, the sludge villain reforms and is peeved at the kid and proceeds to try and attack him. All Might realizes how pitiful he is and jumps in, blocking, as well as Seiya. Seiya made it in the nick of time, and All Might and Seiya together decide to do something that the audience is in shock and awe. Even Mount Lady is too. Mount Lady proceeds to, however, fangirl over Seiya. Anyway, back to what to do. As the sludge villain realizes, oh no, both Seiya and All Might combine their techniques. Seiya proceeds to burn his cosmos, a golden bright aura around him. All Might proceeds to do a Detroit smash, and together as they punch, they create an eye of a storm, and the weather changed from not just raining to straight up a thunderstorm. Their raw power together made the sludge villain burst into nothing, burst into billions and billions of pieces that he's not a threat anymore. Izuku passed out from how much he used, but Seiya and All Might recognized him as a true hero. Bakugo proceeded to get praised as well by the pro heroes about how well he held out. However, the other pros proceeded to chew out Izuku. However, they also praised him as well, saying that he had the heart of a true hero to save his friend. They proceed to... Some of the camera crews even ask, who are you and what's your quirk? Izuku, a bit more, confident this time, and says, I'm Izuku Midoriya. I'm a student at one of the middle schools, and my quirk is Cosmos. The news lady then says, wait, you have a similar quirk to several of the you have a quirk that's close almost to all the pros, a few of the new pros that have appeared? You have a quirk similar to Seiya? That's amazing! Are you related to him? Izuku says, no, I'm not. I was born with this. It's a mutation. On his way home, Izuku proceeds to notice that he had an eventful day. Bakugo proceeds to come behind him and say, hey! I didn't need your help, but thank you. Hearing Bakugo thank him made him speechless. And then Bakugo proceeds to say, I won't be saying those words again, dumb nerd. I'll make sure to surpass you and put you in your place. He says as he begins to walk off grumpily as usual. Izuku turns around to see All Might appear before him, saying, "I am here!" But as he does, he proceeds to turn back to normal with the cough spurt. Seiya also decides to show up out of the from the other end. As both All Might and Seiya look on, they say, "We would like to train you to become the next pro hero. You're entering UA, are you not? We'd gladly be happy to train you. I'd like to divulge this with you and Seiya, though. I would like to pass on my quirk to you." Now you may be thinking, why would All Might pass on this quirk to Izuku if Izuku already has a strong enough quirk? Well, he was still inspired by Izuku, and Cosmos is strong enough, but with this, he thinks Izuku can shine even brighter. The light of hope that he gave off right there. Seiya listened in as All Might explained what his quirk was and how he could pass it on to the next person. As he told him, "My quirk is one for all. The accumulation of quirks over generation and generation. I shall pass it on to you, but you must become a worthy successor. So over these past few months, you will be training with me and Seiya. Seiya will be helping train your Cosmos quirk and help you find out what your element is. And I will be helping make you a proper vessel for All for One. Like one for all." Jeez, I'm sorry about that, guys. But as he says this, Izuku fanboys and nods, saying he would gladly take up the mantle of the next symbol of peace. Seiya said, "I'll make sure that you are under regular training with us. And we'll keep this a secret. We don't want anyone else finding out about this." In doing so, Izuku balls out, happy that he can finally be a hero. A hero that, even though he said he could be a hero that brings hope even to pros. Bawling, he breaks down into tears, happy with joy, clutching his heart, as Seiya and All Might look on and smile at their new protege. And that's where we'll leave it off here. Thanks, this is the first time. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed it and want me to continue with this and get into the other ones, feel free to, well, you know, hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe. Tell your friends. And if you want me to, well, hire some people to, like, well, not hire, but ask some friends to do some of the voicing, well, I get this more, well, scripted. Just say in the comments, I'll make sure of it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Be seeing you next time. And who knows, maybe I'll release the next What If soon. The next What If probably is going to be related to the Fate series. So, I bid you all adieu, and have a nice day. This is your favorite Fox Spirit signing off.